Hello, hello, lions, my dear golden deer. I welcome you. This is the horoscope for April 25th. I just flew to South Africa, to Cape Town. I have a colonial style hotel here, and I'm writing you a horoscope. So, what's in April? Well, first of all, March is going to be a little bit easier than the month of April that we've been through, right? Well, if you watch today, we still have an eclipse on March 29th, sunny. But it's so cool, it should open up new horizons. Especially for you, lions, because it will be in the sign of fire of the ram. And Leo, you're a fire sign too, so I think there's going to be a super eclipse for us. So, what happens in April? On the 7th of April, Mercury turns into a direct motion that has been retrograde since the 15th of March. 3 weeks of Mercury could bring some mistakes, something could go wrong. Some little things like I bought a phone adapter to charge my phone that said it was for South Africa. When I flew here last night, he didn't fit. Laughs. Well, here, there's a lot of things that could have been wrong. There, I don't know, with the documents of the delay, some kind, inability to call someone, meet. You have, um, especially financial affairs, because Mercury has you retrograde in the eighth house of finance. Other money, some money that comes a large sum from someone else, or it is common resources. Someone with whom you have a contract or collaboration or partnership. I have a story that I'll get to it when I come home in 2 weeks. That's why some money might not come in time, for example. And after the 7th of April, when Mercury will turn around, the financial situation will be resolved, or everything related to banks, cards. My account has been blocked 4 times. My credit card and bank account have been blocked 4 times by the bank, and yesterday I had to call again to unblock. What? Something they have their system failure. Oh, right. We'll wait until the 7th of April, then everything will be fine. Laughs. On the 13th of April, Venus will turn into a direct motion. It's already gone in. It's going back now, yes, and it's coming back into the sign of Pisces. And the Venus in Pisces is very good, even though it's retrograde. It will be there until the 13th A. April, retrograde, and then it will turn in direct motion and become even better. After the 13th of April, harmony will return to our lives, as well as profit and finance, because Venus symbolizes not only love but also money. And from the 13th of April, and some finance will come, financial opportunities will come. Someone can repay the debt, someone or the government money will come, or insurance, or tax refund, or inheritance, or an investor will appear. That is, some other money may come, or your husband's money, your wife's money, partners, business partners, which you can use. This is also the eighth house. We have a close, intimate relationship that you may have, I don't know, come back. They can be resumed from the beginning of April, and there, the first one, because retrograde Venus, it can bring back into your life the relationships that were here. But from the 13th of April, it is already whether we go further together or not. This can be such a turning point when you decide how you are more comfortable, how you are more comfortable. Because Venus is about comfort, about convenience. Which do you like better? Laughs. Whether or not you are in this relationship with the person. This is more about even intimate relationships, not so much some, not so much partnerships. Although, when it comes to business, yes, it's more of a partnership relationship, a financial relationship, a financial relationship, a financial partnership. Here, everything will be moving from the 13th of April to us. And also, the eighth house is such a mystical house, a house of secrets, a house of immersion in oneself, in the psychology of oneself, and traumas, even some of our psychological traumas, emotional. Here is where Venus will help you get rid of them or look at these injuries from the other side and see how they have made you into the person that you are now. You will thank them, these injuries of yours, and exhales with other energies, go to a better, new life. On the same day, the 13th of April, when Venus is gaining strength, yes, there will be a full moon in your third house of the horoscope. And the third house is our acquaintances, friends. In general, is this a topic of communication? Communication, contacts, acquaintances? Maybe it will end something. For example, you were in some kind of retreat, you met people, and on the 13th of April, there, around the 13th, 3 days before, 3 days after, your time together ends. I don't know, a trip, a time together. Maybe you're completing your education and the group that you studied with is there. Everyone goes their own way. Maybe it's related. The third house is the sisters, brothers, relatives. And here a full moon will shine something out, showing in your relationship with your sister or brother. Or they have some sort of a situation or event in life that you know about. And then we have the third house, roads, travel, transportation. You may be going somewhere from the 10th to the 17th of April. Go somewhere or have an important meeting, maybe something. Because meetings, contacts, acquaintances, this is also our third home. This is the full moon. It's in terms of your communication skills will reveal you. Actually, all these full moons, new moons, they show us first, right? How do you communicate? Who do you communicate with? And you see someone's face, what a person is, whether you can negotiate with them or not. On the 17th of April, Mercury changes sign and enters your ninth house of horoscope. Perhaps you will plan a trip, especially far abroad, travel. Or maybe you'll have a connection there, like you'll be constantly with someone on the phone, messages, with someone who lives far away or abroad. Or maybe your business is spreading to different countries. You may have a client of another nationality or living abroad. Training. Maybe you will validate your diploma in another country. Or maybe you will publish something, print, because the publications are also the ninth house. Either you make a statement, write an article, or your photo shoot is going to be successful, or you are going to get noticed, or you're going to be invited on the radio. Because the ninth house is an expansion of you as a person, an expansion of your capabilities, your horizons. Maybe you will start learning a foreign language, something foreign here, maybe. Either you will be called for an interview at the embassy, or you will receive a passport or a visa, or something related to the DMV, processing of documents. April 19th, Mars enters your first home. Mars planet, M. Forces, desires, actions, activities. All. When we want something and we do. It enters your sign, the first house. And it was already in the sign of the lion. It was early November, and on New Year's. It was the first week of January. That's what you had for New Year and early November. Remember, because the situation can be repeated or that situation can come back from April 19th, and it will be, so how much will you have? Let me see. Mars. But Mars is exactly that kind of energy flow to you when you can do something new, because it's in the first house, and the first house is the home of beginnings, ideas, and immediately you will start to realize it. There is no time for thinking, sitting and thinking, and you will want to do it. And this courage. Mars is courage. Well, okay, I'm not afraid, but I do. I jump, yes? Laughs. So, since the 19th of April, I look now. Where are we in May? So, all through May until the 18th of June, Mars will be in your sign until the 18th of June. So, 2 months, right? May, June. For exactly 2 months, you will have this is the more busy period, that is, when there are many events or you have much activity. April 20th, the Sun enters the 10th house of the horoscope. It's a house of status, it's a house of publicity, it's an achievement, a career, a job. Here the Sun will illuminate you everything about your work, career. And there will be a new moon. The moon will come to the 10th house, and on the 27th of April they will unite, and there will be a new moon in the 10th house, which shows new possibilities. First of all, information or news, like you're at work. Second, new opportunities regarding your career, profession, maybe, and goals in life. Maybe your profession doesn't match your goals right now. You're looking to become a millionaire and you work, I don't know, at the supermarket till. Here, there's going to be from the 27th of April when you'll be, a new target will appear. I don't mean rethink, but it's like a new goal will appear, a new dream, a new desire. But it's not even just a dream. What do I have to do? What steps do I need to take to achieve this? For example, it could be really cool news about the promotion, about being hired somewhere. Maybe you start your own business and run your own business from the 27th of April. Maybe you have a new boss coming. The 10th house is all that is above us, right? Our leadership, our superiors. Maybe it's news concerning your father. And the father also has the 10th house. Your status may change in some way, yes. You can become a student, or, on the other hand, you can go to work and not work. Either you'll be home with a child now, or you'll get married, or you'll get married. Maybe it's the proposal of the hand and the M heart. It could be another move. Maybe it's immigrant status, because the 10th house can give, it's connected to the 4th house of residence. It can give a move or status, some document you get that you can live now in another place. Or maybe it's buying a property, and your status is owner of the property. So what else do we have here? From the 14th to the 30th of April, Saturn is connected with Venus, with the good Venus. It is already direct, strong in us, in a straight position. And Saturn is something specific for a long time. Something like foundation, financial foundation of some kind, or relationships that are long-term, but often tied to finances. Laughs. From the 14th to the 30th of April will be Venus with Saturn in the 8th house. And there will be another aspect that we will have all month long. This is Neptune in your 9th house. The expansion of horizons, publicity, dreams. And the 9th house is considered home to luck, fortune. So that's a good aspect of Pluto in the 7th house of relationships, partnerships, encounters, love. Here, and it may be that, especially if this is after the 13th of April, when Venus will unfold, that you will meet your love or your future, spouse, or it may concern business relations. I mean, this topic, the relationship topic, is one that can change your life, because Pluto changes our lives. This is the horoscope, my dear lions, for April. I love you. I hug you. Bye-bye.